This is actually a divorce court. Right. I get all the kit at the weekend.
We were just talking about that, weren't we? It was like, who gets the laptop in the divorce? What's happening, guys, and welcome back to the Alternative Audio Podcast. I'm Ollie.
And I'm Luke.
And we have got a lot of fucking shit to talk about. It's been a few weeks, and we've got some special guests. We've got
Stephen Merchant of Van Helsing.
Yeah, thanks for that.
We've got Ben and Dave on from Phantom State here to talk about, a lot of the shit that they've got going on, new music, all of that. So, yeah, roll the intro. Do you want to go into news or new releases first?
Let's do new releases, because I think you've been listening to a lot more than I have.
Fair enough. Well, straight away, one that I know you don't like. Kublai TX dropped a new track. It's only a minute long, to be fair, called Supreme Ruler. I'm pretty sure it's like an intro track off their next album, which is coming out September 20th, called Exhibition of Prowess.
Oh, sick.
I think it's...
Can I give it a listen on that?
Yeah, man.
They playing Bloodstock this year.
Next year.
Next year, that's what I meant.
I'm expecting a big fucking nasty riff.
Oh, it's no major nasty riffs, but it's pretty hardcore. It just hits fucking hard for like a full minute.
God is king!
I wanted it to go on a bit longer.
I know.
Pretty sick, man. Crowd killing stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's what they're going for.
The word Khan in the English language translates to
King. All I heard then was him going, the word card translates to gay!
That's all I heard.
So what was that word you said?
Gay. I thought he was in gay. Oh! Fucking hell. I didn't realise Kublai Khan were right wing.
It's King, by the way.
Oh, King.
Yeah.
All right. I thought he just went,
You were close.
that's actually pretty sick, to be fair.
Yeah, and you're not a fan of Kublai Khan. I'm quite surprised to hear you say that.
Dirty.
I'm assuming that's going to either be like the intro track or like an interlude or something, since it's only a minute
So
long.
what's the track with them? So what's the crap with this band? They got a new album coming out or what?
Yeah, so they announced a new album coming out on September 20th, entitled Exhibition of Prowess.
And is that the first track of it?
I don't know where. Well, that
It's
is.
gotta be, innit?
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the latest single. They haven't said sort of what number track it is. I'm assuming it's going to either be the first song or like an interlude or something. Just since it's only a minute long.
What are your thoughts on it?
I think that'll sound sick live.
Yeah.
I love the closed hi-hat thing.
I kind of feel like everybody's just following Not Loose at the minute. Like
It does sound a lot like that.
it does. Like Not Loose have got that sound nailed down, and they've brought it into like
Mainstream?
yeah, not necessarily mainstream, but they've brought it into the scene. The scene, that's what I was looking for, and everyone's sort of gone, well, you do this really well, so we're going to copy you. Like, which isn't a bad thing. Obviously, that's the whole idea in music. You hear something, you like it, you try and replicate it. But I just think everybody is just following Not Loose.
I mean, it's all the hype with the singles they brought out from the album, weren't it? Like they smashed it with those songs.
I mean, Kublai Khan have got their, they're in the UK touring. I think it's January, February.
Who are they touring with?
Let me check, I cannot remember.
I swear I think they came not last year before. I swear that we were D's Nuts. And D's Nuts are fucking sick.
Isn't that a band?
Yeah. They're an Australian hardcore band, mate. They're wicked.
Yeah, just got the fucking dates there. Unless they haven't announced the support acts yet.
Maybe not.
To be fair, I'm going to jump straight into news just because, these guys are part of it. So Bloodstock announced, while the festival was going on, which they normally do lately, they've announced a load of bands for next year, including the headliners. They normally do that whilst the festival from the previous year is ongoing, which I think is pretty sick. But yeah, who are the headliners? I got it fucking written down. Trivium, Machine Head, and Gojira.
Fucking hell, it's your wet dream, Ben, isn't
It's
it?
a little bit, yeah. Just a little bit.
I mean, Machine Head, I'm not a fucking fan of at all. But
Nah, neither am I.
Trivium and Gojira.
Sacrilege, man.
I mean, what was it? I was at Bloodstock 2022, and they had their surprise set And me and Connor were fucking like stood outside the Sophie Lancaster tent, like, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? And as soon as we heard, "We are Machine fucking Head," me and Connor just went, "No,
Nah.
let's go."
Can't get involved in this one. I feel attacked.
Get out of town.
No, those 3 headliners are
Fucking insane.
ridiculous.
That year at Bloodstock, I met Rob Flynn from Machine Head. Yeah. Only by lot chance, but
Is that when you were backstage with Orbit Culture? Yeah.
yeah, he's helped them out with some stuff, and they took us to Bloodstock. And I was watching them from the side of the stage, and I was filming it on my phone. They asked me to get a couple of videos on my phone for him, and I could see this big fucking grey beard on the other side of the stage.
Yeah.
And I like zoomed in on my phone. I was just fucking Rob Flynn from Machine Head. I didn't even know they'd played Bloodstock. And I walked to the other side of the stage. I said, when these are done, I need to have a chat with you just like 5 minutes.
How big's his beard?
Fucking massive.
I imagine you, like, when you've seen him. Have you ever watched 21 Jump Street? You know when they're in the learn to drive car, they go into the back of the bike, the bloke with the big beard. I can imagine you at the back going, "It's fucking ZZ Top! It's fucking ZZ Top!"
But no, some other acts that they've announced for next year as well. So obviously the headliners: Trivium, Machine Head, and Gojira. Emperor, Lacuna Coil, Lord of the Lost, Black Dahlia Murder. I swear they played this
I don't
year.
actually know a lot of Gojira songs, but I would fucking go and watch them because what I have heard, I do like.
They're
I'm
so tight.
I remember you
live.
saying you're a massive fan of them, yeah?
I mean, yeah.
Sick.
It's hard not to be a fan of them, to be honest.
I mean, there's a lot, a good booking, to be honest, considering there's a lot of hype around them at the minute, considering they just played the Olympic opening ceremony in Paris.
Oh yeah, they are French, aren't they?
Yeah. So they were a good choice.
It was you that got me into them, wasn't it? I think.
Probably.
And then Kublai Khan TX, as I say, they've been announced. Orange Goblin, never fucking heard of them.
Sounds like a drink.
It does.
Oh, it does sound like a drink.
August Burns Red, that'll be sick. Creeper. I can't even read that one. What else? Static X, that's a blast from the past.
Static X.
You know? Was it the only? Probably the only track I know. And 3 Inches of Blood, they're the only ones I really recognise. But still, that's a pretty sick lineup already. And that's only like probably a third of the act.
Yeah.
They've absolutely smashed it with the headliners, though.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, do you reckon it's going to headline Download?
I don't know, they're going to have to do something good, though. Like,
I think it's going to be Nickelback.
I'd go to that, though.
Mate, I would pay through the arse for that.
Oh, God. Hey, we were moaning last episode about the ticket price going up. I'd still pay it.
If it's Nickelback, I'd definitely go. Did you enjoy Download this year?
I remember of it, yeah. There's a few technical issues and stuff like that, weren't there, that were a bit of a pain. I was excited to see Bleed From Within. And I was a bit pissed off that their set got cut short by like 3 songs, I think it was, wasn't it? Because of all the technical issues.
Was that when Rob and Ramesh came out?
Yeah, they put that Rob.
I haven't actually seen that, but I would love to see
It's
it.
funny as fuck. They came on and did Enter Sandman with him. It's funny as fuck. No, it was good. I had a good time. I can probably pick better headliners maybe, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I enjoyed the
Yeah.
headliners. I just felt like,
I enjoyed the headliners.
yeah. At the same time,
Fucking M Shadows has got no business looking that good with a mullet.
No, very true.
You're 42, man. Grow up.
do you not think they're a bit boring? I've seen
Yeah, they were really
quite-
boring.
I've seen Avenged quite a few times, and I think that's like the least entertained I've been by them. Yeah.
They were very good and quite solid, but at the same time, yeah,
Just
I
felt like
think
they
you're
didn't
right.
belong there.
It just felt like, yeah, they had their sort of the stuff on the screen going on with the flames and everything, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then they just played their show and left.
I know there was a bit of beef though, weren't there, with like the other bands that were playing, because they were the reason that other bands had their sets cut short. They weren't willing to push their time back.
Yeah, apparently so.
It sounded good, but Fallout Boy was sick.
Fallout Boy were incredible.
Absolutely mint.
Best headliner of the weekend.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
I think mainly because of the whole props and everything and changing the stage set between every sort of album.
I thought
Great showmanship.
I thought his outfit changes were really cool, like the way he did it really fast.
Yeah.
But I was also like, how's he doing that? Because I know he's not wearing everything at once and just taking it off. You know, so you come out in like 9 jackets.
You're like, as the set goes on, you're like, is he losing weight?
Yeah.
Is he sweating that much?
What diet's he on?
Fucking hell, that Atkins diet works fast, doesn't it?
He lost 14 stone in a day.
and you do it. I played the headline set at Download.
It's one hell of a workout, mate.
Did you guys enjoy Download?
I can't remember fuck all of
I
Download.
thought you might say
Yeah,
that.
just like you said, what I remember of it. Yeah.
Fucking I remember specifically on the Saturday going to watch Slaughter to Prevail, right, and waking up in a Portaloo.
You woke up in a
Yeah, I woke up in a Portaloo.
Oh.
Fucking, I can't believe that. You were literally like, yeah, I'll meet you in a minute, and then you just didn't come back.
Yeah, fucking woke up in a Portaloo, right, but it was like really dark in this fucking Portaloo. And I woke up, I sort of went, nodded off, and then my head hit the side, and I went, oof, like that, woke up, booted the door off like fucking the start of Shrek. Somebody once told me. Right, booted the door open. There was a queue of about 15 people waiting to get to this Portaloo. Like the sun was like shining directly on me when I opened the door, and I was like that. And one bloke went, "Is it safe?" And I went, "Absolutely not," and just walked off.
Fair. The only thing that would have made that better is if you fell asleep while Slaughter to Prevail were playing, and then woke up while Smash Mouth were playing.
Yeah. I don't think they'll be playing anytime soon.
No.
I fell off one of the fairground rides there, you know, the Funhouse.
Yeah.
At least I went the Ferris wheel.
I can imagine. I wouldn't be here, would I? The Funhouse, I went on that Funhouse pissed. You know, got the spinning floors that you stand on?
Yeah.
I was fucking just stood on that, let it take me for as long as it could. Stepped off and went fucking flying.
I had a crap, you know, the wheel that goes round in that.
Yeah.
Well, I fucking tried to put my hands out like that, my arms and my legs, tried to
Try and
go
go
around.
all the
Yeah,
way
tried to
around.
go all the way around. Got vertical, like literally upside down, 180 degrees, and just fell on my head.
I think the worst one was you on the fucking dodgems, losing your hat.
I remember I just stuck it in reverse the whole time. I was like, put the foot down. Right. Obviously, when you spin a dodgem all the way, it just spins round in circles like that. So I spun it round, just put my foot down. I was just going the entire time. All I could see was him like wiping tears from his eyes
While fucking filming it. And then like you fucking crashed into someone, your hat fell off. And then like an idiot, you fucking put your
I put my hand out the boat and went, "Don't do that!"
You nearly fucking lost your
He went,
arm.
"I'll get it back. Don't do that."
Someone that went with us walked back to their tent pissed. And the person that was camped next to us was asleep in their tent. And she fucking fell over and to keep her balance, put a hand on his face while he was asleep over the top of the tent. She said all she could was like muffled screaming.
We got there, took a load of stuff out of the car, walked all the way there, set it up, sat down, smashed a couple of beers, and he went, "Right, let's go and get the rest of the stuff." And I was like, a bit reluctant, because I was I was like half cut, and two, you know, anybody that's been to download knows it's a fucking mission. So we walked back to the fucking car, and then he got to the car, and he went, "Yeah, so I've left the keys at the tent." And I was just like, "Fuck it, let's go back." So we went back, and he was like, "Do you want to go back?" I was like, "Absolutely not."
I mean, you were literally just like, I'm not going to get angry at you, because I know you're probably disappointed in yourself already.
No, you went to it. You went, "I forgot the keys." And I went, "This is a wind-up, innit?" And you went, "No." And I went, "It kind of fucking sounds like one, mate."
I'm going to move on to another new release, and I know it's one you probably want to fucking hear. Better Lovers.
Yeah, I want to listen to this.
Yeah, new track called A White Horse Covered in Blood.
Sick. But obviously
Fucking
being
great
guests,
name.
You go first.
As you said earlier, fucking great name for a track. Yeah, this was released on July 31st.
I've not heard of this band.
This is Will Putney's band.
Yeah, I know this. Oh, it's going to be fucking sick then.
I haven't listened to this track.
Sorry about the speed of the internet. It appears we're still on dial-up.
It's because we're in the garage.
Touch yourself alive, that you repeat it. Touch yourself alive, that you repeat it. You touch yourself alive, that you repeat it. You touch yourself alive. You touch yourself alive, that you repeat it. You're a special guy, won't break if you're interrogated.
That wasn't what I was expecting at all.
So, because you don't know Better Lovers, I'll explain to you who they are. So, Better Lovers is a supergroup formed from the remaining members of Every Time I Die, Dillinger Escape Plan, and Will Putney. Does it sound like it's been produced by Will Putney?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've listened to him before. I tend to like most things that Will Putney touches. So
Yeah, there's not a lot that he's put out that I haven't gone, "Oh, I don't like this."
yeah. Plus, I like Every Time I Die in Dillinger. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking forward to Stray from the Path's new record when that
Yeah,
comes out.
because Straight from the Path are doing their new record with him as well.
Are they? Oh, no way.
I fucking love the album artwork for this. Well, the artwork for the single anyway. That's just so fucking crazy and colourful. Don't know why I'm mentioning that. I just think it's
Yeah,
sick.
no, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good.
I love fucking, artwork off singles and albums that they look like they've just put a lot of fucking effort into.
In the last couple of songs they put out, I got more Every Time I Die vibes, but I'm getting some seriously Dillinger vibes off this. Yeah, I'm fucking digging that. Yeah. They are fucking mint. Right, let's get to the point. Let's chat about the reason you're here. So, let's go back to the start of the band. So, how did Phantom State start?
We've been playing together since we were at school, haven't we?
I was in sixth form when you were in your last year of high school, weren't you?
Yeah, if you're going back to the very start, that's kind of where it started.
So, what year would that have been?
Well, I'd have been 16, wouldn't I? So.
Well, like 2010, you talking, yeah, fucking hell.
Bloody hell.
Because obviously, I know you've been slugging away at it for a fairly long time, and I know there's been a couple of name changes, a couple of lineup changes. Just a couple. So, what was the original name of this band?
I don't actually know. Wasn't it called like The Afterglow?
The Afterglow. Fucking hell, I remember that.
That was with Jamie, weren't it?
Yeah, I remember
Jamie.
watching you in Surface Festival.
At the Flapper, yeah. Both of you were there for that, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
That was the first time I'd ever been to the Flapper.
Matty
as well.
Liggins as well. I remember Matty was there, weren't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Surface Festival. We did the second one because they put it in the bigger room at the Asylum, didn't they?
Yeah, I remember seeing you at the Asylum, actually. Probably talking like 2013 or something.
David played bass. We had a lad called Tom that played guitar. And after like a couple of months, Tom kept coming to me with these demos, didn't he? This fucking song, this song's sick, that's sick. And I went to David and went, "You had these songs that Tom's wrote?" David went, "No, I fucking wrote them." I was like, "Fuck off, that's you. I didn't know you played guitar. We've got to do something about that."
We had a laptop for a bit, if that counts.
We had a laptop.
Since just found a new drummer.
Ain't another laptop, is it?
Obviously, Jake left. Then we got a lad called Panos, who's in a local band called Awaken Eternity. He's gone now.
Panos.
Yeah. No, not Thanos. Panos.
Panos. That's what it said.
Panos!
It is a laptop, isn't it? Panos. Panasonic.
Panos.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll give it up for our drummer Toshiba.
And then we literally got a new drummer on Tuesday, weren't it?
Yeah.
A new drum Tuesday. As recent as Tuesday. So when did it become Phantom State? When
About 5 years ago, weren't it?
Yeah, because I think it's fair to say you've established the name as Phantom State, right? And that going forward from that day, it was Phantom State. I think it's always been on the up. Right? I think you've always played good shows, always wrote good music. But let's talk about the first album and what the writing process was for it, and how that album came about, and like what influences went into that album.
We did that during COVID, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think basically because we were like, well, we've got a load of time where we're at home.
Yeah, I think everybody had a lot of time, didn't they?
So we thought, well, let's just do an album. And that's what came out of it, basically.
We had a single, didn't we? Well, we had a single. So one of the singles that came out was that Archangel track.
A single that I remember doing very well, actually. I remember getting
they did all right.
fair bit of playtime.
Yeah, we had a manager at the time for that release. We had Archangel, and then obviously lockdown kicked in, and we just spoke about doing either an EP or an album, didn't we? But it was a bit of a...
Well, I think if there was ever a time to do an album, I think it would have been lockdown, because there was definitely plenty of time for a lot of people.
I think we learnt a lot, because obviously we couldn't be together to record it, and that was the hard bit, because David would work on the music from home, send it over to me, I'd work on the vocals from my flat at the time, and we'd just be pinging ideas to each other online, basically, and put it together that way. And then when they eased the restrictions a little bit, we got permission from our manager to be able to go to a studio to track drums, and things just started getting a bit looser then, didn't they? So we could meet up in person a bit more, but it was a bit of a headache, weren't it, doing it that way?
Yeah, it was a bit of a pain. It was good that we could do it, but
yeah,
I probably wouldn't do it like that again.
No. I imagine... Sorry, go back to what you said about recording vocals in your flat. Like, separate. I imagine that being quite like a tough go of things, like in the flat, in lockdown, with the neighbours. Like, he's on that fucking microphone again!
People banging on the... He hears everything as well. So if there's anyone banging on a wall or something,
Yeah, you can hear
tracking
it, yeah,
the
yeah.
whole thing again.
And I suppose that's a good sign of your craft, really, though, because I suppose you trained your ears to do it for a reason.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
it was-
just, it's just background noise, isn't it? It just gets turned up when you start compressing it and everything. So all the little sounds and stuff just come up, don't they?
And obviously, the whole album was recorded by yourself. So I understand you're in the process of writing a new album now.
I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah,
Yeah, is that you're gonna go to a studio to do that, or you're gonna do that yourselves again?
bit of both, isn't it?
It's a bit of both, yeah. We'll do most of it ourselves. Yeah, I mean, we learned a lot doing that one, so we kind of know how to do it better.
Yeah.
And obviously, we can actually record together.
And is that the first album you recorded on your own?
No,
So how many bands have you got on your roster now? Like how many bands have you engineered for as such?
not that many.
Not that many.
No. But I mean, me and Ben, we've done quite a few at this point.
Yeah.
So we kind of have a good workflow together. It's quite easy for us to just.
We basically
bash
do the
things out.
writing, don't we? So he'll 90% of the time come up with all the music, and then we get together and I'll kind of help piece it together. Then I'll structure it and go away and do the vocals. But we've just got a good flow. We can write quite quickly, can't we? Together now. 'Cause we've been doing it for so long. We did have a whole album about 4 or 5 months ago, wasn't it? Yeah. We had a whole album, a new one, and then we started working with a new manager, a guy called Scott, and he's come up with this new plan that we're going to do for next year, which meant we had to basically scrap 70% of the songs that we did have and start again. So we've written, I think we're up to like 7 or 8 songs now, aren't we? We had to go from like 10 down to 3, and we're back up to 7 again. But he's come up with like a good strategy that we're going to stick to for next year for how we're going to release the music. But I think ultimately it probably will end up being an album by the end of that process.
So you're thinking maybe like 2-3 singles over the course of like, well, however long, few months, until you feel like the album might be ready, if you do an album.
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're thinking more releases rather than one
Yeah.
big one, if that makes sense. But we'll see.
We want to be a bit more consistent throughout the whole year, because obviously a lot of bands will work hard on building up to a release, whether that be a single, an EP, or an album, and they just put it out there and then they disappear again. And we've done that over the last 2 years. We've been quite quiet. A lot of that's been down to live stuff, trying to find a full lineup,
Yeah.
things like that, and then obviously figuring out what we want to do next. So it looks like we've been quiet from an outside perspective, but we've just been busy working on like the internal workings of the band, haven't we? And figuring out the best way to do things going forward, because we do want to carry on being consistent now with how we release things.
Yeah. Oh, fair play. You've done Metal to the Masters a couple of times, haven't you?
Yeah.
Did you do it this year?
No,
No, you didn't. Fair
no,
enough.
we didn't do it this year. Did we do it the year before? I can't remember.
Might have done.
I don't remember. We've done it a few times.
Did it once with me. I was in the band once when you did Metal to the Masses.
That's
Yeah.
I think that might have been the last time we did it.
Yeah, so that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years back, 2022.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been not long after that album came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reckon you'd ever do that again?
I don't know. I think because we want to try and focus more on releasing music and playing in different parts of the country more and getting out there that way, we're going to probably put a lot of our attention into that now. So if we get the space and the time to do it, we probably might give it a go again. But I think for now,
Yeah, it's not a priority
no,
at the moment.
Have you got any shows lined up soon, or?
not at the minute, no.
No, we only got a drummer on Tuesday.
I forgot about that.
No, we've had offers. We have had offers for shows, but we've literally just been locked away doing the music, haven't we?
Yeah.
Pretty much. So we've had shows come up that we haven't been able to play because this schedule that we've made for these releases, it's going to be really tight, and there's a lot of work to do to make it happen. So we've spent the last 4 or 5 months just purely doing that.
Yeah, and with the new songs, obviously, we need to put together a new set and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So make sure we can actually play it all.
We've upgraded all the gear as well, haven't we, for live and that sort of stuff. So we've been messing around with all of that and getting used to that.
Yeah, that's fucking expensive to do as well. So
So what are you currently playing for at the minute? What is like talking specifically to Ben in the minute, what is your setup? What do you play through? What guitars do you play? What pedals do you use?
We've got a Solar E1.6 fucking Explorer shape guitar. It's nice. And play through a Kemper stage in a minute. And then we've got our wireless setup, haven't we? For the in-ear system, which are Sennheisers. That's pretty much it, isn't it? We're all digital, aren't we? So everything just runs through the Kemper.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you playing for the Kemper as well?
Same setup, except I've got an LTD, a baritone, and a PRS as well, which I play both of them because we have a few tunings actually.
Yeah.
And we tend to use the Kemper to just pitch shift, so we don't have to keep swapping guitars. But it's handy to have two.
Because I remember when I was with you for a short period of time, like that was like obviously talking about low tunings. That was like the lowest I'd ever played in, and I didn't even know my guitar could go that low. And I was like, "Come on, baby, don't fail me now. We got this far."
Yeah, it's pretty low. F sharp.
Remember when we shot one of the music videos and the shot, whoever the bassist was at the time, the string in slow motion in F sharp, it just went, honestly, like a skipping rope.
Yeah, we've actually changed that with Josh. We've tuned him up rather than down,
Oh, really?
so he's in the same register as the guitars. So it's not as floppy.
So,
Great way of describing it. Not
so going back, so I was under the impression that obviously you were back as a 4/4. I know you said you got a new drummer Tuesday, but I was under the impression that you were with this guy whose name I can't remember. You'll have to forgive me. Panos, that's it. I was unaware that he had left. So how long has it been just up until Tuesday? Obviously, how long had it been just you, Josh, and David again?
Maybe a month or a bit, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not been that
Oh,
long.
so not masses of time then.
that long, no.
So I would say you found a replacement fairly quick.
Yeah, so the drummer we've got now is a lad called Alex. He was in A Titan a Deity, who obviously aren't around no more.
Great band though.
Yeah, great band. And we got so pissed off with each other, didn't we? Because we don't know why we didn't think of him sooner.
Yeah.
Obviously they've been broken up now for like 3 or 4 months.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a while. And when I reached out to him to have a chat with him, he was like fucking well made up. He's basically, been a bit down in the dumps and stuff because he hasn't really known what to do because he's been playing music for as long as we have, really, hasn't he?
I mean, they've been going for a while as well. They had.
Yeah, they're doing well.
Yeah. They've all been in bands, same as me and David. They've been in bands before them as well. They've been playing since teenagers, really. And he hasn't really, known what to do with himself, and he's been a bit down in the dumps because all he knows is music, really. When I reached out to him, he was well up for it, wasn't he? Yeah. And he's learnt the new track and everything, the video that we're going to shoot for it and all of that. And obviously he's going to carry on playing through all the other songs so we can put a set back together again to start looking at doing live shows and that kind of thing. But he seems like a really good fit for us, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Awesome. I very very much look forward to seeing you live again because I do enjoy your shows. I enjoy playing your shows. I must say, like when I was in the band for it wasn't long. I think it was like 3 months maybe. Was it a bit longer than that?
I think it was longer than that.
Oh, right. Yeah, do you know, actually, yeah, it was. It was a lot longer than that. It was about 9 months.
Yeah, it was best
it was
part of the
nearly
year.
a year. Yeah. But I had a lot of fun playing the shows we played. You know what I mean? I always like a laugh, and it was always.
It was always a laugh, yeah.
But so we're gonna have a listen to this new track that you've gave to us. Obviously, we won't play it out loud on the podcast because obviously you've got to do your release stuff. But we're gonna
we're gonna check it out.
Exclusive performance for just me and Oliver Mullins.
Are you able to give us a track name?
Not at the minute. It's not definite yet.
Fair enough.
It's demo. It's called Snowed at the minute, which is just the demo name for it. David comes up with them, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Oh, fuck.
Fucking hell. Don't hold anything back at the start. I feel like compared to the last album, you've changed your vocal style up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm trying to do a bit more, like bigger choruses, that kind of thing.
Yeah. In all honesty, it just sounds more powerful, which is a fucking good thing. Fair play.
Oh, cheers, man.
I felt like, you know, the vocals off the last album were very like Sam Carter-esque. A lot of it.
Massively influenced by.
Oh, sorry, those fucking pitch harmonics are filthy. Well, the harmonics, that is. Oh, I am hard right now. Ah.
Don't know why the chorus just makes me think Trivium.
Was it?
Okay.
Kind of, yeah. Might just be the way it fucking slows down for the chorus. Nice little.
The hardest bit to track, wasn't it?
This is so fucking good, man. Oh, fuck me backwards.
I must say that laptop's great on drums. That was sick.
I could punch a hole in the sun. Like, that's the power that song gives me. I could punch a fucking hole in the sun.
Have you got any plans for a release date or anything along those lines?
I think we're going to try and get it out by the end of the year, definitely.
That's the aim. Yeah.
So, obviously, you said you're planning on shooting a video for that one. When do you plan on doing that?
Next month.
Next month. Oh, so very much in the near future.
Yeah. It's all locked in, isn't it, I think, now? So
Yeah, pushing on.
there's all that. There's a load of stuff we need to do as well to build up to the release, and obviously after it. A lot of content, things like that. Merch. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff we're doing behind the scenes. Like we've just recently bought all the equipment to be able to make our own merch. That's one of the things that we have done probably within the last month. Would you say maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
So just little things like that. So we're trying to have as much control over all the different aspects of being in a band as possible, essentially. So
Fair play. Don't, I suppose, limit the amount of stuff you have to outsource. So fair play.
yeah, exactly.
Going back to that track, obviously, I'm fucking seriously impressed there, by the way. That is a very good song. But I'm really curious to know as to what went into that, like, in respect to, like, what you were listening to at the time when you started writing that, and, like, influences.
Yeah, you're going back about a year.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. That,
Really?
that the music
It would have
actually.
been, well,
Put it this way: it's called Snowed at the minute. 'Cause
Yeah.
it snowed when he wrote
When
it.
was
So
the last time it
Whenever it last snowed.
whenever it last snowed. So a little while ago.
Is that what you do for like demo names? When you've written it, what's the weather like?
Well, the thing is, I've got to like save it, and it has to have a name, right? So it was snowing at the
It's
time.
very
so-
cryptic. He won't tell you what they mean half the time.
But I
I
honestly,
feel like we listen to a lot of the same bands, don't we? Like, there's the core bands that we always listen to regularly, isn't there? Obviously, there's new bands that come out.
So what core bands would you say that you listen to regularly?
Like main influences.
Because I know in the last record, obviously, I had to obviously being in the band when you like playing that current record, I had to listen to it a lot. I heard every song back to front, front to back, and there was a lot of Architects in that.
Yeah, definitely. I think All Our Gods, all the albums before that, Lost Forever and all of that, they were all
yeah,
always there, weren't they?
yeah. I mean, Machine Head for both of us. That's
Yeah.
probably one of our.
Listen to Machine Head since, well, about 10 years, haven't we? Probably longer. Oh,
Machine
nah,
Head.
don't do that.
Never heard of her.
Oh, nah. Not Machine Head. You listen to a lot more like progressive stuff as well, don't you? Like Periphery, bands like that, so it's just like
There's a bit of that, yeah.
there's a bit of a blend of everything at the minute. There's a few more modern bands we listen to, a bit of like Bad Omens, Bring Me's new stuff. We listen to that a lot. All sorts, really. I think for me though, whenever we're writing music, I try and stay away from it a little bit. It just helps me write vocals better when I'm not listening to too much music.
Like you want the influence, but at the same time, you don't want to feel like you're almost sounding the same.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it can get a bit stuck in your head sometimes if you're really into something and then you just you end up copying it without meaning to.
Yeah, we've done that a few times, haven't we? We've written a song, gone back to it and gone, oh shit.
Yeah.
Don't been in it, but
I mean, I recently got back into writing music, and I say writing music, obviously not on the fucking scale that you two are writing music. I just do it in my spare time. But I spent like 6 weeks and I listened to nothing but Deftones. And then when I picked up my guitar, I was just like, no, wait, that actually is Deftones. Like,
that can happen. Yeah.
You don't realise until you've done the song, though, do you? A lot of the times you listen back to it and go, "Oh fuck!" Like we've done that a lot, but the core bands have always been there, haven't they? Architects, Bleed From Within, Machine Head. Like I said, there's more genty stuff like Periphery, isn't there? A lot obviously the bands that we're talking about. Will Putney, a lot of the bands that Will Putney works with. David listens to a lot of different producers, don't you? So you'll have playlists with bands that producers have worked with and stuff like that, won't you? That you go back to.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to, if I like something, I'll look at who produced it, and then I'll look at what else they've done.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of, so I end up getting into a lot of stuff through that.
I feel like that's a good way of finding new bands, in all honesty.
I tell you what, I tell you the way I find new bands on Spotify. So I'll pull up an album by a band I know. I'll go to the last track, and then because Spotify will automatically just play a mix of the same bands, and then I'll just skip through and that's how I find new bands.
I tend to find bands that I like, then go into the similar artist section, scroll right to the fucking end, and then check out the last couple, and then just keep going down that rabbit hole.
I mean, literally, so I've going back to Deftones. Like I've been listening to Deftones most of the day today, and I've found I did write a name of the song down. I found a band called. I think they've been around for a while. They're not a new band, but I only heard them a few days ago, and they're called Fleshwater. And I'm going to show you a track because I actually can't stop listening to this track.
Yeah, I ain't come across them.
What's it called?
The band are called Fleshwater. The song is called Bald Plate Driver. Because I think it's the whole fucking Deftones thing that's got me hooked in.
Very Deftones.
I like the track, but I'm not entirely sure of the vocals. But I think they fit the song. I'm just not sure how I feel about them. But I'd love to see these guys.
Music's sick.
I reckon these would be a great band to go into.
I see what you mean about the vocals.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't by no stretch of imagination do I think they're bad. I'm just like, do I like it or not? But I must do, because I've listened to that song about fucking 7 times today. So.
Have you listened to Closet? That's the second song. That's the one that
Is that the one? Yeah, I'll have a listen to that one then.
I mean, it's the same what happened to me. It came up on Spotify, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
I mean, this is my argument with Spotify, right? Because obviously nobody's going out and actually buying records anymore, which is single. There's the argument that is Spotify killing the music industry because it's not pumping money into artists, but there is an endless amount of music in the fucking palm of your hand.
Yeah. I think as a listener,
this is a great.
As a consumer, Spotify is incredible. As an artist, it's not so great.
Yeah, awful. But there's another band as well that I listened to just before download that played at download that I'm going to show you because I am fucking obsessed with this band.
Aw.
I believe they're a band from Bristol, right? They are called Split Chain.
Oh yeah, they're fucking.
And the song I'm going to show you is called Chalk. Do you want another one? Or?
I might have another one.
Do you want another one, Dave?
Nah, all right.
You want another one?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, come on. Manuel.
Manuel.
Garçon.
This is sick.
These are really good, man. These put on a great show at download.
Cheers, man. I feel like Deftones are influencing everyone at the moment.
Yeah, mate, it's the fucking 90s are coming back, that's why.
3 bands that are influencing everybody at the minute: Knock Loose, Deftones, and not Sleep Theory.
Sleep Token.
Sleep Token,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Sleep Token, I've gone from like fucking 0 to 0 in a fucking nanosecond. And there is one more band that I'm going to show you after this. These are called Shit. What are they called?
Shit, what are they called? That's a great name.
Yeah, it's all right.
I want to actually see if there's a band called Shit, what are they called?
Shit, what are they called? This is called Shit. The song's called Inside, is it?
Bo Burnham, Shit. And Shit, the band.
Shit the Band. Let's have a listen to Shit the Band while I fucking find
Shit the band!
Song's called the song.
Oh no!
Get that off now!
Have you, look what it's called!
Shit nuts!
Poo piss bum willy titwank.
It's just play it. It's literally someone just talking in it.
Have you ever heard The Wrong Ear Watkins by Cunt and the Gang?
Oh God, cunt and the gang, man.
Batterfolk is really upset with Ian Watkins from Lost Profits. So he goes onto Facebook, goes on to Ian Watkins, right, calls him a dirty paedophile, but it's H from Steps because his name.
I'm just looking at the track names. Jesus and Mohammed. What the fuck, man?
Ollie, none of this can go in, by the way.
Oh no.
The Ham song.
The Ham song.
Why did you die? You've got AIDS.
Why did you die? You've got AIDS.
Fucking Jesus, man.
Right, I found
Shit, the band have just earned themselves a new monthly listener.
Right, so I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm on a bit of a fucking Deftones / shoegaze hype at the minute. And this band are called Soul Blind. I saw this band with Stick to Your Guns a few years back. And the song I am fucking obsessed with is Stuck in a Loop.
I love that lead sound.
Yeah, these are fucking phenomenal live as well.
This is sick.
Yeah, it's that early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell you what I've been listening to a lot recently, the Pixies.
Oh yeah.
I was meant to see the Pixies with Pearl Jam in Hyde Park in 2020.
Oh yeah, and that one got fucking
Yeah.
cancelled, didn't it? Anyway, I'll go on to some other news. Big news. Aerosmith.
Oh, he's called it a day, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they're not playing live anymore, are they?
Well, they've announced. Well, yeah, they've announced their retirement from touring. I'm assuming. I don't think they'll release any new music, to be fair. But yeah, they've completely stopped touring now. I think it was basically Steven Tyler damaged his vocal cords at a show. Was it earlier this year or last year? On one of their tours. I think it was their farewell tour.
He ain't no fucking spring chicken.
Oh no, he's in his 70s.
We're retiring from fucking touring because I have to keep gaffer taping my face back together.
Did anybody see them at Download when they played?
I've seen them twice at Download.
They are fucking
They
mint
are
live.
fucking incredible. Live.
They are mint live.
I was gutted when I saw this news because I haven't seen them, and it's
Have
a
you
band,
not?
and it's a band I
Ah.
did want to see. But you know, fair enough. They've been going for 54 years, and apparently it got to a point where his doctor said, because of the injury to his vocal cords, they basically said you're not going to make a full recovery. So they were like, okay, well, let's call it a day, and that was that.
It kind of sounds like he needs a doctor from fucking Motley Crue. Fucking Dr. Feelgood. Keep bringing them back from the fucking dead, mate.
I was going to say, I think he needs Ozzy's doctor because
Yeah.
no matter how sick he gets, he keeps coming back out on stage.
Because he's sacrificing the blood of children, that's why.
He's trying to tour them and he keeps announcing shows and then cancels them, doesn't he? Because he's
Exactly.
who's going to tell Axl Rose to stop?
Fucking me if I get hold of him.
Fucking hell.
The thing is with Ozzy, it's like, you know, one day he'll wake up and you're like, I'm feeling all right today. I'll go and film a Liquid Death commercial.
that advert is fucking class.
But then he'll wake up the next day like, I'm supposed to go on tour today, but I'm really not feeling it.
Don't even think about boofing it.
You little pervert.
Little perverts.
Also, a lot of musicians lately, well, the past few years anyway, have made their opinions known on how they feel about people like constantly with their fucking phones out at shows.
Yeah, I'm a bit on the fence with phones at shows. Like, I don't think somebody on your fucking Snapchat story needs to see Enter Shikari's entire fucking set.
No.
Get your phone out.
Film your favourite song.
Yeah, film a little bit of your song, whatever. Put your fucking phone away and dance like everybody fucking else.
Yeah, I don't really have an issue with it. I just don't get it. I don't get why.
I don't get why people do it for the entirety of a show. If you want to film the bit that you're excited about.
I don't mind. The other thing as well is I don't mind people filming like that directly in front of him as well. All right, but it's when people stand in front of you and they get their phones and they put it like that, so like they can't even see what they're filming.
Yeah.
I'll just I'll did it a download. I'll still behind people. I'll just fucking press stop.
That's the worst thing as well.
Fuck you. If you're video in front of me, you're not even watching what you're doing. Fuck you.
And then you're blocking other people's view as well. Yeah. So, but yeah, the latest. I mean, I know a few musicians who've like made their opinions known on it. One band in particular, Tool, like that, they've been known to literally like see people filming and just stop playing, and go put your phone away, and they won't start playing again until they put their phone away.
Jack White did a tour a few years ago when no phones were allowed in the venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an easy way to stop it. So Corey Taylor's got involved in it as well. He's punched phones out people's hands and stuff like that, hasn't he? I'm sure he has. Or slapped them out their hand, whatever. But I do get it.
Yeah. I
But I
mean,
also get that people sometimes want to capture like the memory of their favourite
I
song.
don't see a problem with taking a few pictures or fucking filming like a minute or two, and then fucking put your phone away and enjoy the rest of the show. Don't ruin it for everybody behind you. So if you're sat there filming half the set,
Yeah. And when you're a touring band and you're playing fucking hundreds of shows a year, and all you're seeing is that, it probably takes away like the enjoyment of it a little bit, doesn't it? I suppose.
the latest person.
Hey, who's that pretty lady? I can't see for all the fucking megapixels in my face.
The latest person to make their opinions known on it is Lamb of God's Randy Blythe. Yeah. So basically, in an interview, they were talking about it, and he said, I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to. As the phones come more and more and more, I'm going to walk out one day at a particularly phone-driven show, and I'm going to bring a stool, and I'm going to set it down in the middle of the stage, and after a song or two, I'm going to turn on my phone, I'm going to point it at the audience, and I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to sing a whole song, and I'm not going to move. I'm going to do what they do, and at the end, I'm going to say, did you people enjoy that? No, I didn't either. So why don't we be here together? Put your fucking phone down. I mean, fair play.
But I'm all for it, to be fair.
I think you should do that.
Yeah.
Whenever he does that, I want to be there to film it.
I mean, someone will be.
Yeah, that's the thing. When
That's
he
what's
does
going
it.
to happen. He's just going to see like fucking hundreds of thousands of videos of himself sat on a chair on his phone, isn't he?
Because he'll see a few phones, he'll be like, right, I'm doing it. He'll sit down. Everyone will get their fucking phone out there.
I mean, everybody's first thought is like, oh, I'm filming this.
Yeah.
Fucking definitely, man. Like you don't want to see people on the fucking phones, especially when you're playing shows. I mean, somebody once at a fucking show at the Castle and Falcon in Birmingham threw a fucking deck of cards at me. Yeah, I thought fucking David Blaine had turned up. Fucking, sorry, all I saw was just like fucking flutter, like literally, you know, like when you play like 52 car pickup, or like that, and then I saw was the fucking Ace of Hearts, just fucking.
It reminds me of what my fucking stag do with that magician.
Mate, your stag doing that magician, right? So there was this geezer who was quite obviously on heroin, right? Come up to us when we was in the pub. Wait, mate, it was called Scruffy Murphy's in Blackpool, right? So it was outside Scruffy Murphy's in Blackpool, and this geezer comes up on a bike with a flat front tire and goes, "Want to see a card trick?" And I was like, "Yeah." He pulls out a deck of cards that was that thin, and he went, "I've only got half a deck." We were like, "Okay, cool." He was like, "Do you want to see it anyway?" It's like 9 beers deep. I was like, "Yeah, why not?" So we did it. He shuffled his deck, and he went, "Pick a card." I picked a card out, and he went, "Put it back." So I put it back, and he went, "No, not there." I took it back out, and he went, "I put it back," and he went, "Yeah, sound." He shuffled it, and then he went, "It was a pretty cool trick."
It was
to be
pretty
fair.
cool.
He went, "A card." Pulled his fucking card, rolled out. It was my card. Pulled it out of his mouth like that. Unfolded it. Went, "Is this your card?" He went, "Yeah." And then he just threw the fucking card, and it blew down the fucking street. And I went, "Mate, no wonder you've only got fucking half a deck. You're fucking chucking your bastard cards away."
Just a trail of cards down.
He was trying to do a full David Blaine, weren't he? Like, this is your card, throw it, just walk off. Like,
Oh, it was a really cool trick. But then he just went and just threw it, and it just went and blew off down the street.
you could see like numerous cards just floating down the street.
He's obviously done it at every pub on that street. Because like you walk down it, mate, it was like a fucking like Las Vegas, just cards everywhere.
When he gets to the top of the street and he's like done his whole deck, he'd be like, right, now I'm going to play 52 car pickup. Right, a band I know you love, Ocean's 8 Alaska.
Do love Ocean's 8 Alaska.
New single called, I think it's pronounced Onsra. Onsra.
Listen to this actually.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Right, let's give it a spin then, mate.
Oh, you have listened to it then?
It's him out of Silent Screams.
Is it?
Yeah. And Spitting Teeth. Saw these with Being as an Ocean a few months back. They were fucking so on point. It's unreal. Really, really good.
I always feel like when I've got one headphone on, and I'm like a DJ. Like, I haven't got the laptop today, but I got the decks.
Can you go back to that drop? I missed that. I was too busy laughing.
Sorry.
Ollie's just there. No podcast today. Inside the place!
It's a fucking good drop.
This is sick.
Fucking gutturals on that.
Have you ever seen Joel Hayward in person?
No.
I mean, he's not a small guy. Like he's He's a fucking stocky kid. He's so nice as well. He's like the nicest guy I've ever met. Yeah, big fan of that.
I've listened to that a few times. It's a fucking good song, that.
I think they've definitely took that band in the right direction. Like,
I really love the way on that song anyway. Like the beginning of it is so like, you know, soft and just a really nice build up, and then it just fucking blows up. And then like, you know, you think, oh, okay, a breakdown, and then it will go soft again, but that breakdown just keeps fucking going.
hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Who Wants to Be a Grebo?
Me.
Excellent. Benjamin, are you ready?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
What is the name of bass player of Bring Me the Horizon?
Pass.
What year was Twin Atlantic's most recent headline slot at 2000 Trees?
What year? 2022.
Wrong, 2018. Softplay, an English punk band, are formerly known by what name?
Slaves.
Malicious Intent is the name of a song and an album by which English metalcore band?
Malevolence.
What is the name of Like Moths to Flame's latest album released on May the 10th?
Not a clue. Pass.
What year did Will Ramos join Lorna Shore?
2022.
Wrong, 2021. Charlie Simpson is a member of Busted and which other British rock band?
Bloodstock.
Which Canadian rock band will play in their last ever UK festival performance at Download this year?
Pass.
Sum 41.
Oh!
What is the name of Wage War's latest single?
Tombstone.
Magnetic. Rain in July, a 2012 album, was released by which band?
Pass.
Neck Deep. What is the name of the first album by the band Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes?
Frank Carr and the Rattlesnakes.
Blossom. Danny Warsnop formed a hard rock band during his time away from Asking Alexandria. What is the name of the band?
We Are Harlot.
Which rap artist featured on Alpha Walt's single Sucks to Suck?
Tech9.
Ice-T. In 2014, Linkin Park headlined Download's Festival Sunday lineup and played which album in its entirety?
Hybrid Theory.
Which band headlined the final day of Slam Dunk Festival this year?
You at 6. What a cat.
The When We Were Young Festival is an American music festival held at which festival grounds in which US city?
I know it's in Las Vegas.
There you go. Trauma is a 2019 album by which American rock band?
I Prevail.
Graveyard Shift is a 2017 album by which American metalcore band?
Motionless in White.
Correct. Wade McNeil of Alexis on Fire joined which hardcore punk band in 2011?
Pass.
Gallows. The members of
9.
You did well.
I've started, so I'll finish. The members of Cancer Bats previously created an alter ego band covering Black Sabbath songs. What is the name of that band?
Oh. Fuck knows.
Bat Sabbath.
Bass. Probably could have got that.
You got 9. Fair play. Not bad at all.
I
Good luck, David.
I ain't beating that.
Good luck, David.
I didn't know most of those.
Just get 2, mate.
3, 2, 1, go.
Should I Stay or Should I Go is a track of the 1982 album Combat Rock by which British punk band?
Kill.
The Clash. Kellen Quinn of Sleeping with Sirens was featured on which track of the 2012 Pierce the Veil album Collide with the Sky?
Pass.
King for a Day. The Best in Town is a 2009 album by which Welsh post-hardcore band?
If you don't know, just pass.
Rise again.
No, The Blackout. Who headlined the Sunday lineup at 2024's 2000 Trees Festival?
Pass.
Don Broco. This is for 2 points. Bullet for My Valentine and Trivium, co-headline and tour recently, announced this to celebrate the 20 years of which 2 albums?
Poison and Ascendancy.
Correct. Fatalism is the latest album by which Australian metalcore band?
Polaris.
Correct. Courtney LaPlante is a vocalist for which Canadian heavy metal band?
Spirit Box.
Where a Lemmy's ashes recently announced to permanently be housed?
Bloodstock.
Nottingham Rock City.
What?
Bloodstock. What is the name of the first Architects album to feature Sam Carter on vocals? Ruin. How many studio albums have American hardcore punk band Stray from the Path released to date?
8.
10. The Ghost Inside's latest studio album is released on 19th of April 2024. It's titled what?
See, like, I've listened to this record and I don't even know what it's called.
Searching for Solace. The Welsh post-hardcore band Funeral for a Friend was established in what year?
2005.
2001. Which album came
Time,
number...
so start
I've
that
started,
again.
so I'll finish. Which album came number 1 on Kerrang's list of 50 best albums of the year in 2023? That has got to be a fucking joke if you ask me.
I can't even think of any records that came out last year now.
Foo Fighters, but here we are.
That's because Taylor Hawkins died, though, isn't it?
Probably, yeah. 5.
5, yeah.
So you're not last on the leaderboard at least.
It weren't great though, was it?
That's all right.
You are very close to the bottom. You are bottom. You're not bottom.
I'll say very close to the bottom. There's only 4 people on there at the minute.
Yeah.
I love the way, like, the question about Lemmy's ashes, you're like, Bloodstock.
You know why I said that, though, don't you? Because they got sent some of his ashes, didn't they? I don't know whether it was in, like, a bullet or something. I can't remember.
Well, apparently that bust is been kept at Nottingham Rock City, then brought over to Bloodstock every year, and then took back to Nottingham Rock
Oh, is that
City.
what it... Oh, that's what...
So you're right, like a weekend out.
Yeah. I just saw that the owners posted it on their social media, I think, or someone shared it, I don't know.
I think that's all we've got time for today.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fellas, thank you very much for coming on. It's been a pleasure to have you here.
Nice one, lads.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Anything you want to, like, you know, shout out or say or anything before we finish?
I mean, we pretty much spoke about what we got going on, haven't we? So
Just listen to the new song when it comes out before the end of the year sometime.
yeah.
Excellent. Lads, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for taking time out your day to come and chat shit with us.
It's been a pleasure.
Been fucking brilliant. And make sure you check out their album Exist Evolve. It's available on Spotify. Just look up Phantom State and there you go.
Nice one.
So this has been the Alternative Audio Podcast, episode 8. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon.